We start this vlog off with a cheeky purchase, the DJI RS4 PRO. Just picked up a new model, and it's been a long time coming to upgrade my gimbal, but after some recent dramas with it, I was like, it's time.
This thing's huge.
Also picked up this massive 5-in-1 reflector and potted away trying to figure out how to set this thing up and also how to make it work with the FX6. Like, sure, it can fit a smaller rig like that, but I wondered how it was going to go with the FX6. Overall, nice, clean, tidy, clean package. Nothing that I was surprised about because it's DJI and they do things pretty well. But yeah, I was excited to get out and use this bad boy. Now for something completely different, here is a bunch of editing chat.
Okay, hopefully it's not too punishing, but some editing chat. I'm just doing some exporting for Lincoln University, and I'm going to go video clean feed. I want this screen over here. So now I have just a clean feed that is color accurate. Well, the best I can do. But it looks janky because I have this little DCTL on at the end of my simple little node tree. But ideally, like, I like the way this looks already. I'm like, that's fine. But ideally, the skin tone should be yellow once you turn on this little adjustment bad boy. So I go to my exposure balance node, have a little hoon around here, and do some overall kind of adjustments, and you can see things are changing as I move that around. And it's either kind of moving towards the green or moving towards magenta. If I just quickly go, let's say, where have I gone here? I've just yeeted it everywhere. Okay. Let's just say, okay, roughly about there. Most of his arm and stuff is all yellow. This guy's yellow in the background. Then I turn off that DCTL. I'm like, okay, do I like that better or worse than what I had going before? Technically, the skin tone is officially more accurate, but like, I guess at the end of the day, it's your call. But yeah, overall, I'm like, hey, look, that looks good. And it was a pretty simple tool. It takes you a few seconds, and I'm just rolling that out across all of this B-roll. I am exporting all of these individual clips, and I'm going to color grade them all and then export them through this is more features that I love, through the revealed, oh my god, I can't even speak, the render settings. You go here, instead of exporting it all as one clip, you export it as individual clips, and then it spits them all out as their own little clips, so they have B-roll clips on a hard drive instead of one big long timeline. That was my TED talk. About to head into the Postshop to ship this hard drive back to a client who sent it to me. I had a look at all the old footage, and then I'm used it in some videos, and now I'm sending it back. But yeah, to be honest, the footage was pretty average and they need an upgrade. So I told them, hey, look, I can film the updated version of your footage because I think you need an update. Always upselling.
This is pretty rare for me, like shipping stuff to clients. Typically I can mission around and pick up hard drives or drop things off or meet with other videographers, but in this case they were like, no, let's not waste your time, just literally we'll ship it to you, you ship it back. So yeah, it was pretty straightforward. Another day cruising into the office. My office is based right in the heart of the city, right by the new stadium. Now I'm probably in here, the goal I guess is to be in here about 3 days a week. Now is that happening at the moment? No, maybe 2 days. Sometimes I just like to work from home as well, so yeah.
Okay, quick tour of the office before anyone gets here. Here's like our little chill area, kitchen, main entrance, where if you come for a meeting, you come through here. A little boardroom that is lush. I really love these lights up here. Some beautiful New Zealand art, or New Zealand scenes. Little breakout spots. This, which I'll move from here, and then everyone's kind of own personal nook, and my nook is here. yeah.
Headed across town to Against the Grain to drop off some goodies to get printed. How good? Rolling to a Tactix game. Yes, my iPhone is on a mount thing and it's janky, but I will just talk like this anyway. Sunday afternoon game, and it's 3:30ish. The game starts at 4. This is a 2-hour shoot, shooting stills for the Tactix, the netball team that I've done a bunch of work for previously in these vlogs. Deliverables are focusing around fan engagement, crowds. It's going to be hopefully a really good crowd for today's game. So that mixed in with a few other key moments. So Kimiura's celebrating her 100th game and a few other key things. So yeah, I'll be roaming around. I'll see how I go for behind the scenes, but yeah, in and out, 2-ish hour should be good. Physics. But I just did a workout this afternoon and my arms are, my grip and everything is just cooked, so should be interesting. Positive signs, the car park is literally like chocker. Whoa. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. And it was crazy, yeah. Sorry, I didn't really document at all during this whole game, so that's why I threw some stills up earlier, but it went right down to the wire. Then it went to overtime and it was just intense. It was like the dream scenario for me to be capturing content there, so stoked with it. Got some really cool shots on the bench. The fans were stoked, the coach was stoked. Like, it was just overall so good. So really fun shoot, and I always love working with the Tactix team and the Paper Mache team who do all their marketing and everything. So awesome bunch. Love the Tactix. We then jump into a meeting with Flora from Visit Hurunui Tourism, Hamner Springs Thermal Pools and Spa, and Daniela, an amazing photographer that I've worked with before. I've worked with both of these guys a bunch before, and we had a bit of a planning meeting, brainstorming meeting, mood board meeting. It was great, and they are so... I then went straight back to the office and exported a bunch of frames for Mac Dua from Floor 12, and he's using these clips for a video that he's making for Charlie. Another little habit I've been getting into lately is writing down on this journal book thing, just brain dumping at the start of a day. I don't know why, but feels really good. Enjoying it. Now this, I guess, is a Pro and a con of the FX6. For those out there using it, I had stripped it right back to use with my new gimbal and to have a play with that and test that, but then I had to build it back out, and that takes a bit of time. So chilled on the couch and built it back out to the current specs, and it just takes a while, but it is kind of like a therapeutic process.